Anthony Blinken, the Secretary of State of the United States of America, landed in Israel on the 12th of October, and so did a large shipment of American arms.
Yes, sirree.
I'm not freaking blind, guys. It's Gweilo style.
I think it's Thursday.
You could die.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Geez, you know.
Oh yeah, because it goes on and on and on.
For all you haters, there's something to chew on for the next couple of...
Welcome back to the Gweilo 60 channel. So Blinken's in Israel, and he landed there the same time as a big shipment of American arms that would be used against places like Jordan and Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates. If those Arab states took up arms against Israel because they're genociding the Palestinian people. Blinken has gone to all of these places asking them to condemn in public Hamas, asking them to condemn what the Palestinian people want, their own state. And if they don't, then they're automatically the enemy. He showed up in Saudi Arabia, and the crown prince and him sat down, and they were supposed to have a diplomatic meeting. And it was they usually take hours and hours and hours, but this one took less than an hour. And the first thing that the crown prince did, because the United States is, if anybody watches the news like I do, the United States has been sort of brokering a deal between Saudi Arabia and Israel to sort of normalize ties between the two countries. Well, the first thing that the Saudi prince did was call off those negotiations, call off those talks, because unless the Israelis stop killing Palestinians, they want no part of Israel. And they've never really liked it. I don't think any of the Arab countries in that area of the world has anything really good to say about Israel and the way that they deal with the Palestinian people, the genocide of the Palestinian people, and the stealing of their land. They've basically stolen their whole country over the last 75 years. Okay, so, and Blinken says, well, we want you to condemn Hamas. And the Saudi prince said, no, I'm not going to do that. And basically, that was where that meeting was left. And Blinken comes out of it saying, oh, we had really good talks, very constructive talks and whatever. Well, he came out with two black eyes, and you can see that's how politicians from the United States work. They come out with black eyes. They just lie through their teeth. They tell you that everything is great when everything went exactly the opposite way. But that's okay, because they don't have to tell the truth. And as they move all of these arms into Israel, those arms aren't to be used against the Palestinian people. Israelis have enough arms to kill every Palestinian in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip 10 times over. They told the Palestinians, we're going after Hamas in the northern part of the Gaza. So there's 2.3 million people in Gaza. 1 million people moved to the south because they said, move to the south and you'll be out of the fire zone. And we'll fight Hamas in the north. What did the Israelis do? They started bombing the south and killing people. I think 4,200 people they've killed. So there was 1,300 or 1,400 people killed when Hamas went into Israel, but now Israel's killed 3 times that already, and they haven't even started their land-based war coming into the Gaza. They're just setting it up right now. They've done the air thing, and they're still doing the air thing, and then they're bringing in from the sea. So they're coming in from all 3 directions type thing. And what does the Americans do? They keep talking about protecting the Israeli people. How the Israeli people are more important than the Palestinian people. Civilians, old people, women, children, all being killed, all being bombed by the Israelis nonstop, and the blind eye of the American government can't see that. They don't want to see it. They don't want anything to do with it. And then they have the balls. They have the balls to go to these Arab countries and try to get them to take on the same type of political views as what the Israelis and the Americans, the Canadians, the Brits, Australians, all of their colonial master type people, they're trying to get them to take on those views in those Arab countries as the Israelis kill their Arab brothers and sisters and children. It just doesn't make any sense. This is American diplomacy at its best on a world stage. And you can see all of the big protests going on around the world about this, because people can see through the bullshit now, and they can see what's happening in this part of the world. It's not good. The people are being genocided. They're being killed. They're being exterminated. They're being tortured and dealt with as less than human beings. But that's okay to the American public. That's okay to the American politicians. And that's their policy in this area of the world. And then they wonder why they have such a bad reputation in the Middle East. They wonder why places like China are looked at as a better option to the United States to do trade, to do any political, to do anything. They just don't understand. They can't figure it out. And you got to look at the strategy of the Israeli people. People move out of the north, go to the south. Okay, well, that's good. Closer to Egypt. If you look at the map, the south is closer to Egypt. Well, there's talk about the Israelis wanting to take the northern part of Gaza, more of a land grab. And that's what they've been doing for the last 75 years. You can see where, I'll put this up behind me, but Palestine used to be big, Israel small. Then Israel got bigger and bigger, and Palestine got smaller and smaller and smaller. And now you've just got the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Well, they could half the Gaza Strip by getting the north part of the Gaza Strip, and then Palestine is even smaller. The American government says, oh, they shouldn't do this. But they will back them if they do. It's a ploy. And they want as many Palestinians in the south. So if the Egyptians open the border and a couple 100,000 Palestinians decide to go to Egypt, well, that's 200,000 Palestinians less. So they've gained a bunch of land, and they've got rid of more of the Palestinian people, and that's what they want. They want to purge old Palestine of Palestinian people, and they want it all for themselves, and they've got the American government backing them. They've got the Canadian government backing them. They've got the British government, and they've got the Australian government, and they've got a lot of European governments backing them. And they're worried that the Arab world will be up in arms over this, and they probably will. And there's probably going to be an escalation in this conflict with the Arab world against the Israelis. I'm not sure how that will work out. Didn't work out good for the Arab world last time, but now they have better arms, better armies, more money. They are a force to be reckoned with. And the Americans know that. And that's why they're shipping lots of arms, a lot of arms into Israel so that Israel can fight against the Arab world. So maybe this is where World War III starts. Not in the Ukraine, because nobody's even heard anything about Zelensky over the last, well, since it started. So that's another video from Gweilo 60 about American diplomacy in a place like Palestine and Israel, and how they don't care about the lives of the Palestinian people. They only care about their own allies. Everybody else is the bad guy. Hamas is a terrorist group as far as the United States is concerned. And defending your own country from intrusion of other states makes you a terrorist in the eyes of the American government. And that, my friends, is another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, come on, man, 98,000 subscribers. We're just under 98,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, and until next time, Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye now.